Alright, brother, we good. Tawakkal ala Allah, brother.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا حبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد.
قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفلا يذكرون القرآن أم على قلوبهم أقفالها. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. What I recited to you is small ayah from Surah Muhammad, 47th surah, and it's a very small ayah, but every ayah of the Quran has importance for every human being, particularly us Muslims. Every ayah, every word, every letter. This ayah tells us that one who recites the Quran must do tadabbur, otherwise you're going to have kufr in your heart. This is the Quran talking. The science of tadabbur. Quranic language is a puzzle for 14 centuries. No scholar, yesterday, today, or tomorrow, can fathom the depth, the beauty, the messages of Quran. Only those Masumeen or the research scholar who give us all this opportunity to understand this word, tadabbur. Today, you're going to see a definition of this word, because Quran says if you don't do tadabbur, there's a kufr on your heart. In a way, Quran is telling me that I need Quran, take the key of tadabbur and open your heart. This is Quran, not me. Scientists and religious scholars consider an extremely valuable human faculty to be the faculty of tadabbur, pondering. This is science talking, not Muslims, not scholars. This is science. This is a very, very deep topic to me, as I'm learning a great deal of what is the Quran telling me. I try to read one juz a day. How much of it comprehend, understand? Not much. That means I have to go and do tadabbur. This is what pondering is: deliberate reflection to understand and take charge of our own learning and motivation. I always look for other people to teach me, or teach other people. I have to teach myself first. I have to teach myself constantly. I have to go on reminding myself. Be a good student, be a good student, be a good student, be a submissive student. Now, this presentation is in 5 parts. It's a very detailed subject. I have gone through everywhere it is used in different form, tadabbur, in whole Quran, from Surah Al-Ham to Surah Nas. I kept going, looking at how is it used. It's a pearl. A synopsis of pondering. What is general meaning? That's number 1 section. Number 2, Islamic meaning. Nothing in Islam is away from common life. We think that Islam is separate, common life is no. Ya ayyuhan nas. Allah said, Ya ayyuhal mu'min. He addresses insan, he addresses those who believe. That means it's a complete package. Tadabbur is for everyone, those particularly Muslims who read Quran. These are not my words. This is what the Quran is saying. Number 3 is insight and what is basira, what is tadabbur. These are very, very important elements of learning. The 4th part, D, is Quranic verses and tadabbur. This is the 4th part. Today I will only cover A and B. And inshallah, with the help of all of you and the Shaykh and the center, we can continue the other part. The first part, general meaning and Islamic meaning. It See, this is a gift. No matter how learned you are, no matter how many books I read, how many things I ponder on, wisdom is a gift Allah will give me until I earn it. When, where, and how much I need it. It's Allah's gift. It's not what I think. I have tons of books. Doesn't mean anything. Because wisdom is something that He gives. When He gave it to Luqman, go, Luqman, I give you wisdom. He gave wisdom to many other prophets in the Quran specifically. So let's understand Al-Quran wal-Tadabbur. Please, for the sake of this topic, I urge all of you, including myself, to take something from here. General meaning of pondering. I went into the dictionary because when you take an Arabic word and you look at the meaning in English, there are tons of meaning. There is no one meaning that fits. There are many words of Quran. They are puzzle even today. Quranic language is a puzzle to all scholars, the best of scholars. General meaning of pondering. This is English language. To think about something with thoroughness and care. Do I do that? No. Should I do that? Yes. As part of my existence, I owe it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That He made me a Muslim. He gave me faculty of reading, comprehending, knowing. Now, if I don't put that to use according to Quran, I'm living with the nafs al-hawa. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That means this is general meaning, something such as concept, principle, or statement that includes or is applicable to the whole. We have to look at a whole person. Why did Allah send me? Why did He give me this mother, this father, this color skin? There's a purpose. There's a purpose in everything that Allah has created. Mithqala zarra, He said everything. So human beings are very complex beings. Everything in the system of human being is to go towards Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you have to have right tools. The right tools come from where? Quran and Muhammad is elevated. They are the ones who are the inheritor of the book and the wisdom. Involving, relating to, or applicable to every member of a class, kind, or group. Pondering in an active process that requires discipline, focus, and persistence. Allahu Akbar. I mean, you know, I look at these words. I get exhausted. I get tired. But give up, I should? No. I should not give up. Giving up is not allowed in Islam. No matter how hard the task in Islam, you must do it. Like it's summertime. To go for Hajj right now is very difficult. Extremely hot there. At Arafat, and Mina, and Safa, and Jamara. It's extremely hot. Maybe, you know, some people say, let's wait till December. Well, you know, I mean, this is really one way of saying, Allah, you know, Yani, I believe in you, but, you know, I'll go in December. Then you go, learning to ponder requires practice. That's why 5 times a day you must pray. You must do things that wajibat, Sheikh will tell you all that. Learning to ponder requires practice, and through practice you can come to learn of the power that comes from pondering. Pondering is a power. Think of what happened several centuries ago. A man is sitting under a tree, an apple falls on him. He says, why the hell apple fell on me? Why didn't it go up? Suddenly he realized there's a gravity, and they changed the whole scientific world. The concept of gravity came into existence. One little observation. We think that we have to do certain act to ponder. No, pondering is continuous. That's why Allah said, look everywhere. Hal min futur. There is no flaw. The flaw is in your head, in your eyes, in your mind, in your knowledge. Islam is a practical religion. Islam is a religion of practice. Quran warns us, do not say things that you do not do. Not believe, do. Believe and do. Oh, I believe, but I don't do it. Quran warns you again and again and again and again and again. Put into practice what you learn. Learn continuously. These words are from the English dictionary. Pondering requires a quiet and focused mind. Lord, we go to psychiatrists. We have depression. One of the biggest problems they have with the teenagers in America is depression. They have everything. Oh, they have McDonald's, they have Coke, they have whatever they want. And yet, depression is at a very high level. So they turn to drugs. They jump to the wrong way. All they have to do is find a way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, I'll take care of you, come to me. But you have to listen to me. And do as I tell you to do. Don't overrule me in anything. So now we have this one word, pondering requires effective inquiry. I'm just describing this word, how this is described in modern science, not in Islam. It's not Islamic dictionary. Allahu Akbar, one word, tadabbar, and look at all the things. They cannot have enough of what in spirit, in practice, this word means. Extremely important. Pondering requires mental effort. Oh yes, I get tired. I hear from many of my friends, and I do it often. Oh, reading one juz is so hard. It's in Arabic. I'm not an Arab. I don't understand. But he gave me money. He gave me faculties to get dictionaries. He says, you come to me with a ikhlas, a qalb salim, I'll teach you. But if you discard me, then I discard you. You distance from me, I'm going to distance from you. Is it difficult for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I tell my friends sometimes, and I'm not an Arab, so I don't know, but I keep trying every day. I have a lot of friends who do not speak Arabic. Oh, it's so difficult. I sit down with the Quran. Now, the moment he's putting that, he's distancing himself from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is difficult for you is not difficult for him. But he wants you to tread like a farmer. Little by little by little by little by little. Then you have pondering requires time. Well, ask, what is it that Quran does not teach you, which is today, and it will be tomorrow? Forever. Then you have pondering is helped by relevant study. I want to study Quran, but I always read translations. No, I have to stay with Arabic. One word, yes, fine. I'm trying to put that seed in my head. No. My pronunciation will never be like the sheikhs or most of the Arabs. Because my vocal cords did not set up from the childhood. But I go on trying every day, go on trying every day, go on trying every day. That's what he wants. He says, don't you quit on me. Allah is telling you. Don't make decisions that are not yours to make. I am the creator. I'm your Lord. I'm your Khalik. I know you. Don't put excuses. Because you're excusing yourself, go. Linguistic meaning. It's so deep. I have several dictionaries. I have Al-Asri from Egypt, I have something from Beirut, and I keep reading Arabic to English, Arabic to my language Urdu. It's a phenomenal journey. But you have to take the proper seeds. I can make excuses all my life, and I go leaving this world with excuses. Literally, tadabbar, it means to look into the consequence or the end result of the matter. Example, if we did that, what would happen to us? I'll tell you a little story. A man came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he says, Ya Nabi Allah, teach me. He didn't reply to him. Again he asked, Ya Nabi Allah, teach me. Again he didn't reply. Third time he asked, Ya Nabi Allah, teach me. Then he asked him one question. He says, whatever I teach you, will you act on it? It's not easy. It's not easy because I want an answer that will suit me. That is easy for me. Islam is not for easy. Islam is testing. It's going to test you. Every step of the way, He's going to test you to go on improving you, improving you, improving you. Salawat ala Muhammad. General meaning of pondering. I'm continuing with the very first part. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, this is a very reliable dictionary. So I always go to it and see, you go to Arabic, from tadabbur to pondering, and then I went to pondering on the website in the dictionary, and it opened up the whole sky. I haven't even gone to the Islamic dictionary definition. This is Islam for today. What does it say? Contemplating. There are 10 attributes. Can anybody tell you what contemplating means? Anybody?
To think about something.
I'm sorry?
To think about something, contemplate.
Exactly. But deeper thinking. Contemplate to learn and change. That's the key thing. Contemplate to learn and change. Contemplation. This is just one word of Arabic. And they have got 10 answers. Number 2, studying. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. And that's why our 6th Imam, Imam Jafar as-Sadiq, salawatullah salamun alayhi, he said, read 50 ayahs every day. We as a follower must read up to 50 ayahs. But not just read, do tadabbur. Otherwise there is a lock on your heart. Every word you read has to have an effect on you. Because this is Kalam Allah. It's not a human word. Studying, considering. This is the general meaning of one word in Arabic, tadabbur. Exploring. My Lord. You know, I have to keep this list on the fridge to remind me every day. I can't remember this. But it's like we go to school, university, professional study, we work hard and hard and hard and hard to get a BA and an MA and an MD and so forth and so on and on and on. Day and night, day and night. And yet, we find it, Islam should be a convenience to us. Work hard. Exploring, analyzing. Please take this word. One word, tadabbur. Meditating. Of course, we just meditated, we prayed behind the Shaykh. Alhamdulillah. Then you have reasoning. This is very important. Is it logical or not? It's important that Islam is a religion of understanding, contemplating. I find that I, like everybody else, ritualistic. Oh, I pray, I get up in the morning, I pray my 17 rakat, do a little. Is that enough? If that's what I think is enough, that's what Allah is going to give me, that ajr. Joy. I want to be in a better place in paradise, in Jannah. As close to as possible to Muhammad and Ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
You tadabbur. Write down all these 7, number 8. Absorbing. I find this very difficult for me. We just did Dua Kumail. How much did I absorb in my action? What do I go on repeating this? Ya Sali Arida Ikhfir. La yamliku illa billah. 22 hours a day, he says, just call me, apologize, I'll accept it. But only when I'm in trouble, I'll say, okay, I did wrong. At the moment, like Bani Israel, the moment they crossed the Red Sea, they forgot. Musa's gone. Thinking. And lastly, reasoning. Look, this is the English dictionary of one Arabic word, tadabbur. Salat ala Muhammad ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Do you like the screen, Hassan?
Oh, yes.
You do?
God should be there.
Islamic meaning. Now we come to the second part, We have the general meaning, now special meaning for all of us. Special meaning. Pondering tadabbur of the Book of Allah is the key with which opens for the person all the knowledge that he is seeking. Allahu Akbar. Quran is to be read, yes. Quran has to be understood, yes. Quran has to be acted upon, yes. Otherwise it's emptiness. Emptiness. I'm talking about myself. I am not judging any one of you. You can look within yourself. And this is extremely important. When I look at tafsir, I get puzzled. My God. One ayah, one surah, Surah Fatiha, Surah Yasin, Surah Ikhlas. They are still writing after 14 centuries. And they will never exhaust because this is Kalamullah. It never exhausts. Then you have tadabbur guides one to all the good and with which the faith will increase. You want to increase your faith? Start doing tadabbur. When you put your head down, subhanallah, there is nobody else. I turn around and the whole world is in front of me. I forget. Through tadabbur, one knows what? Anybody? Tadabbur will give you something. What would that be? Anybody? I'm not testing you because I don't know the answer. I had to seek it. But these are the questions I must ask. Every time I read Quran, I go, I feel, sorry, I look at the watch. And I said, okay, you look at your watch, I'm going to look at my watch for you. I have to stop and think. How many sentences, verses, I went into the Shan and Azul, Sabab and Azul, the depth of every word of Quran. That's my salvation. That's my tadabbur. Through tadabbur, one knows the Lord. Imam Ali said, La khaira fi qira'a laysa fihi tadabbur. I mean, La khaira fi qira'a laysa fihi tadabbur. B. His perfect attributes, what he loves and what he hates. If somebody were to ask me, but specifically you know that Allah loves and Allah hates, I wouldn't know the answer. I'm talking about myself. Each one can reflect. Oh yes, Allah doesn't like shirk and kufr and nifaq and disobedience and on and on. How can I understand how it relates to me? Have I used my aql? Have I got enough knowledge? Did I have pondered enough? Did I take enough from Quran? Or I become ritualistic. It's just ritualistic. But I don't stop to ponder. Imam Ali said, La khaira fi qira'a laysa fihi tadabbur. Tadabbur means pondering over the meaning of the verses of the Quran and contemplating them. I find that it's like a journey. When you sit with Quran, there should be nothing in your head. Nothing. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, la sharika laka labbaik. There is nothing between you and me. You are the master, I'm the slave. You are the teacher, I'm the student. You are the doctor, I'm the marid. Please. But you must seek. If you don't seek, you're not going to get it. If you don't search, you're not going to get it. If you don't ponder, you're not going to get it. This is not mine. This is Quran. Tadabbur is comprehensive and deep thinking and consideration in order to reach to a guidance or indications. This word, tadabbur, has a very, very, very deep connection to our faith. All of us, with no exception. With no exception. When Quran says, أَفَلَا تَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ that means, he says, look, you're reading, he's telling those who read Quran like me. I read the Quran, but he says, if you don't do tadabbur, there is a key you're missing. There's a kufr on your heart. I'm reading the Quran, but there's a kufr on my heart. Here's the key, Sayyid. Use this key of tadabbur to open your heart. Don't read it from mind's eye. Oh, I know this surah, I know this ayah, I know this bakr, I know. And Iblis is feeding. Okay. Tadabbur, pondering over the meanings of the ayah of the Quran is obligatory upon every Muslim reciting the Quran. Obligatory, wajib. I didn't say this. To understand a deeper meaning, to understand deeper and deeper meaning, not what my mind tells me. When I tell you, oh, you read from here, Iblis is always misdirecting me. No. Does everybody believe in this? Give a loud salawat. Islamic meaning will continue. I cannot say how many scholars have left their good work. I still find there is a scholar from last century, born in early part of the last century. I'm looking at his book called Living the Right Way. When I saw the title, I said, this is for me. Living the Right Way. And everything, he has quoted 38 attributes from Quran. And Nabi Muhammad and his Arabic. 38. And I think I'm on 21. But they're phenomenal. Is there an excuse for me not to search and learn? The greater the search, the greater reward. Okay. The single source upon which the divinely revealed religion of Islam depends, upon which it is based, in as much as it is based on a revelation of celestial origin, is none other than the Holy Quran. Please, the value of Quran should be this utmost for us. Utmost for us, all Muslims. There are 3 methods of religious thought in Islam. Okay? These are all scholars who are talking, not me. I'm just a farmer. I just go looking and Allah rewards me accordingly. The Holy Quran in its teachings points to 3 paths of Muslim to follow in order to comprehend the purpose of religion and the Islamic sciences. I'm a stranger to these 3 points. I mean, I did Hajj, I did Umrah, I did a lot of Ziyarah, I did Quran, I finish in every month or 5 weeks. But when it comes to Tadabbur, I know very little. I know very little, if any. So now, what does it say? 3 things. Path of the external and formal aspect of religion, the Sharia. And that's why it is here. To teach us the rules, we must know the Sharia. We take it very lightly. I wish I don't. I have to be very careful. Extremely careful. In every situation, there is a Quran, there is a dictate of Sharia. Do's and don'ts. And if I take upon myself, I'm disobeying Allah. I have to know the Sharia as it affects me, my children, my family, everybody. What is my duty as a father? What is my duty as a grandfather? What is my duty among all of you? I have to know those duties according to Sharia. And then, otherwise, how can I get close to Allah? Number 2, the path of intellectual understanding. And this is very important in Islam. The great writer, Kulaini, in his book, Aql wa Jahad, he writes, he says, Allah created Aql. And say, come, it came. Say, go, it went away. Complete obedience. Come, came. Go, it went. No hesitation. Jahad, come, came. Go, I don't want to go. Disobedience. I want to be close to you, Ya Allah. No, I want you to go. You disobeyed me. And that's Allah says. That I have not created anything better than this aql. And whomsoever I love, I perfect the aql for that person. Claim. Whomso I love, seek Allah's love. Oh, I think I'm so intelligent, No. That intelligence is only worldly. Iblis is toying with us. Iblis is toying with us all the time. Number 3, the path of spiritual comprehension achieved through sincerity in obeying God. You must be sincere. I looked at this word ikhlas throughout the Quran. Allahu Akbar. You know, each word is such a gem in Quran. I don't even know basics of tadabbur, ikhlas, shukr, na'mah. So I go through the Quran because that's how Allah talks to me, all of us. Okay, the last one. Okay, I'm going to finish right here. Islamic meaning, I didn't do the invitation. Tafakkur and tadabbur in Islam. There are two words, tafakkur and tadabbur. Imam Ali said, La khaira fi ibadah laysa fiha tafakkur. So there is a fikr and there is tadabbur. There are two different words used in Quran. Imam Ali says, when you put your head down, you do fikr. قَوْمَ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ ثُمَّ تَتَفَكَّرُونَ. There are a lot of ayahs on the Quran on fikr. Tadabbur brings another dimension to complete the picture. Then you have remembrance of God through thought of God. Abu Dhar was a senior companion of the Prophet. After his death, a man came to his wife and asked her what was the most important form of worship performed by Abu Dhar. He was very, very close to Nabi Muhammad and Imam Ali. We talk about that, but we have to find what are the qualities that earned him the closeness. That's the key, to find. She replied, he would spend the whole day thinking and thinking. Allahu Akbar. We talk about multitasking. All of us. I can be driving my car, I can be thinking of tens of things, but I have to try and focus certain key elements of Quran. And we always, in a way, I talk again myself, well, I have learned this, I know this, and that's a mistake. That's a mistake for me. Because I know very little. I know very little, and only through His blessing, I'll be able to learn something. And this is why Allah said, I have perfected it. Allah has given us the key to the perfect religion. He says, you want to become perfect, follow the Sharia. Follow my commands. My biggest fear is disobedience to Allah. I am disobeying because I don't know. Should I know? Yes. By knowing, I will avoid disobedience. By not knowing, I'll continue to be ignorant. I think I'm about done here. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم اللهم اني اسالك بحق محمد وعلى محمد عليك صل على محمد وعلى محمد واجعل النور في بصري وبصيرك في ديني واليقين في قلبي والاخلاص في امري والسلامه في نفسي والسعه في رزقي شكرا لك عبد ما اعطيتني السلام عليكم.